Hey everybody. So today I'm going to show you how to add a little extra functionality and storage to almost any wallet design using an accordion pocket with a hidden card slot. So what I've got going here, this is a long wallet using our new long wallet pattern set. It's a second link in the description if you want to pick it up. It's just a pattern set with enough pieces to make like 36 different long wallet designs. With this one, the customer wants a little extra storage and they use a lot of coins. So I'm going to show you how to sort of modify a piece of the pattern to create an accordion pocket underneath here that will allow the coin pouch to kind of puff out more and hold a bunch more stuff comfortably. And then we'll also have a hidden card slot and a cash receipt slot underneath here. So the first thing we need to do, we only need one extra piece of leather for this. And the leather piece that we're going to cut out, this is one of the back pockets. And I'm going to cut this down a little bit because it needs to be sized to go just under this stitch line. And the way that this is going to work is this leather piece is going to go down here and it's going to get stitched around the perimeter just like a normal cash slot. But before we do that, we're going to sew this piece onto the back of our zip pouch using the shape of a card holder so that you'll be able to slide cards in and out of the connection point. And we have to sew this up before we sew this up. So there's a lot, it's a little more complicated. It's not difficult, it's just you gotta get the order right. So I'm gonna walk you through it. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim this down a 1/2 inch, and then I'm gonna cut out the piece in leather. So I've made myself a little template, and this is just a 4" by 2" square, and I've marked the center on the long side. And what we're going to use that for, I'm going to find the center of my new cash slot piece, and that's going to be right there. I'm going to take my template, and all I'm going to do is line up the center on this piece. And then I'm going to trace around. And what we're doing right now is we're marking our attachment line. We're going to use double stick tape to stick this to our coin pouch. And the 2" by 4", that's going to be a little bit wider than you need, but it's going to be a little short so that your hidden card, you're going to be able to grab it. Because you're going to be reaching in sort of blind underneath this. So you want to be able to just like slide it out. The next step is we need a notch right here because, again, we want to be able to grab it. So you can cut a curve if you want to like design a curve into your pattern here and cut this out, you can do that. Because this whole piece is going to be hidden and you're never going to see it at all, I'm just going to use a belt end punch. I find that these are really good for quick stuff like this, but it's also, because you're going to be reaching sort of under another piece to pull out the card, you want something a little deeper than just a gentle curve to make the functionality really nice. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the cutting bench, or to the punch board. I'm just going to center this up by eye. And that's all I'm going to do. And so this now will give us, when we reach in to grab the card, we have a nice little thumb slider thing. And I'm probably just going to round these edges with my X-Acto blade a little bit. So once we've done this, we're going to flip this over, and you kind of, what I do is I kind of just like look down, right down the top so you can see we want to make a mark. We're basically just transferring our line to the other side in pencil because we're going to need to, this is going to be stuck down to our other piece, so we need a line on this side because we need to punch all of our stitching. So I'm just going to transfer this over like that, and then I'm going to use that same template. I'm just going to do a very light pencil mark. You could use an awl for this too. You're going to stitch right over top of it, so whatever you use, as long as it's thin, it's going to get covered by thread. And I don't know if you can see that on camera, but now we have our stitch line as well. So all that's left to do is we need to get our basting tape, and we're going to tape on the inside of this line, and then we'll set it we'll stick it onto the back of our coin pouch, and then I'll show you how to sew everything up. So now that we have the tape applied to our card slot, we're going to apply it to the back side of our zip pocket. Now if we look at the construction, if we were just making this the normal way, this side would be sewn down and you would never see it. So the only hard part about this whole thing really is just, it's not even difficult, it can just get confusing if you've never done it before. It's just the order at which you assemble things, because we're going to be sewing something to the inside of our zip pouch, then we have to close the zip pouch and sew that, then we have to glue everything into the wallet and sew that. So just take your time, go slow, and you'll nail it. So I'm going to take our card slot, and all I'm going to do is flip it over, this is our catch slot. I'm going to line this up and I'm just going to stick it down. And the reason that we're using tape instead of glue is for just the same reason we use it for our zippers. This is not a totally permanent bond. It's a strong enough bond to hold while you're stitching, but if you need to realign this or pull it up, it's totally possible. And remember, we have our pencil line here. That's where we're going to stitch, but it also lets us know that our glue is on the inside of that line, so we can press this down nice and firm when we have it where we want it. And now you can kind of start to see what we're aiming for here. So this is going to be sewn, we're going to have this is going to be a little bit open because we're only sewing here, and then we're sewing this to the body of our wallet, and we're sewing this shut. So we're going to have some flexibility here, and it's going to give the wallet a little more dimension. So if you have someone that's holding a lot of coins or whatever they want in this zip pouch, with it not being sewn to this rigid wallet body, it's going to allow this to be a lot more flexible and hold a lot more stuff and kind of pop out more. And you're also going to have this hidden card slot here. So when the wallet's down like this, you can't see anything. But because we've cut our finger slot, you don't have to see it. You can just reach in and just slide a card out. And so that's just a nice little detail that you can add, not just to this pattern, but pretty much any pattern that's a long wallet or a mid-length wallet. You can probably figure out a way to do it in bifolds, although they are a little bit more small. But for a long wallet like this or a mid-length wallet, it's a really nice touch if you have someone that carries a lot of stuff. All right, so I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can kind of see it. I have a very faint pencil line. And I'm just going to use my Weaver stitching irons, and I'm going to punch right down this line. And we're just going to sew around over the whole shape of the card holder. And this is where the actual card slot really comes into view. You can see exactly what we're doing here. Now the cool thing about this is that you don't have to just do one layer. If you want to sandwich like 3 layers together, you can attach them all with card slot shaped stitching attachments. And so you'll have like a big accordion wallet of just open bill slots attached in the middle with hidden card slots. That's actually, I've seen a few of those done. It's really cool. You can add these under the card slots on the other side as well if you want to have 2 hidden slots and 2 hidden card slots as well. So we have 2 steps left to get this installed. We need to sew our zip pouch shut, and we need to sew the whole assembly to the main body of the wallet. Now the key is we don't want at any point to sew our card pouch or our zip pouch to this piece. We don't want to sew through like this, because then it'll completely defeat the purpose of having this loose. You can sew this, you can sew the bill slot to the wallet body first and then sew around the zip pouch if you want. I like to sew the zip pouch closed first because it's free and I don't have to deal with the whole big piece. And then we'll glue everything, well, not everything, we're just gluing this piece, and we'll have to kind of fold this up, but that's okay, and we'll stitch through and we'll sew around the whole wallet. There might be a better way to do this, but this is how I've always done it. We need to stitch through these two layers, but we don't want to hit this layer. So I'm just simply going to fold this over. Don't be worried, you know, leather's flexible. Don't use a super thick leather on this. You can fold it over and then fold it back and it'll settle perfectly fine when you're done and the wallet's all assembled. But just take your time on this because it is a little bit hard to kind of hold everything where you need it. And just slowly punch your way around, and then we're going to stitch just this layer. And so we're going to go and sew all along this seam that we just punched. You're going to have to kind of hold your bottom layer out of the way. The biggest issue that I always have with this is that sometimes I'll stop paying attention and I'll stab my leather. So you want to make sure that you're holding it down pretty tightly so that you don't have to worry about marking it up. Now we need to glue our final piece to our wallet body itself. And so I'm just going to mark a little before where this lands, and this will show me where to glue, and then because this is an oily hide, I'm also going to kind of rough up the leather so the glue sticks really well. That. And they sell those scraper things, so don't think you have to do it with an X-Acto. I just always end up doing it like this because it's just what I have at hand and it works pretty well. And since X-Acto blades are disposable, you don't really have to worry about ruining your blade too much. So we have everything glued in now, and you can see, I'll do my best here. So you can see that this kind of pops out. So when you have things in this, you have a little more room. And then also, you get your bill slot underneath, but the way that we've attached it, you get your secret card slot right there. So you can't see anything, you reach in, and your card comes right out. So all that's left is we're going to go around and just sew the outside of this wallet just like we would do any normal wallet, and then edge everything and burnish everything. It's all the same after that. It's just this little construction detail that adds just a little more functionality and a little added interest if you want to do it that way. Of course, you can also, there's nothing wrong with just attaching this right down and making a normal wallet like we do all the time as well. We just thought it'd be kind of a cool detail to share with you. So I'm going to get this finished up, sewn all around. You guys have seen me done that a million times, and we'll be back to show you the final thing. All right, and here's our finished piece. We stitched it all up, burnished it. And on the inside, you can see we have our zip pouch. And this, once everything's sewn together, you can really see how much dimension having the accordion with the zip pouch standing on its own, it gives you a ton of room. So if you were to pack this full of stuff, because there's no closure on this, this can stay, it'll stay closed over time on its own as it's put in and out of pockets and bags. But you get like a solid inch. So if someone for some reason wants to pack this full of stuff, popping this out onto its own piece is really going to give you that opportunity. If we zip this up and we look on the inside where our secret card pocket is and our bill slot, you can see that, let's see if I can show you here. So we have our finger slider, and that gets our card out and goes back in, and then the way that we've positioned this, you see that our card lies below the leather so that we're not going to have any interference when we're using our zipper. And then on the inside we have our bill and receipt slot right there. And so I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope you give this a go. This is a really nice detail to add to long wallets. You can add it to mid-length wallets. You could probably do a version of this in a regular bifold as well. You can do multiple accordions. So if you imagine maybe you cut out 3 of these and you sew 2 of them together and then sew a zip pocket on top, you would have 2 bill slots and then a zip pouch on top. You could put one of these under here as well and add a back to this. It just opens up a ton of different storage options and functionality to a ton of different wallets, just this one little technique. So thank you guys for watching so much. Links to tools and materials are the first link in the description, and this pattern is the second link in the description, and we'll see you in the next one.